everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise, and I want to look in today to see how we're doing with our information sharing agreements with between USA. Well, we have the Five Eyes. I guess we have USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. And then there's like 9 eyes, which is 5 plus a 4, and then there's 14 eyes. So I don't have them all memorized. But I do want to see how we're doing with our ability to share information, because I'm thinking they don't trust us anymore, or they're very leery, very wary since our 6 years with Trump and ongoing. Anyway, but I'm going to let go of my head about that. I'm going to let go of my bias, and I'm going to just open up to the truth and see what comes through. So let me swap out cameras here and bring you over my table. Be right back. Okay, so I decided to use Ryan Edwards' Maybe Lenormand. It's a combination of the Lenormand and the Gypsy. So I chose it because it's the only deck I can think of that really can cover all the bases. The tarot is just a little too, a little too vague, I think. I want more. So bear with me. I promise to give you all the details. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a full-on grand tableau because, it's 52 cards, but I am going to do 28 cards. So that'll be more than the normal 27 that I have been doing. So we should get everything we need there. Okay, so what is America's future relationships with 5 eyes, 9 eyes, maybe 14 eyes? Definitely 5 eyes. Our relationship with UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. But, we all share information. That's the intel that I'm worried about. And also, how much damage have we already done to them? I wouldn't be surprised if people have died. Nothing would shock me. But like I said, I'm going to let go of all of that, and because there is a possibility that contingencies were put in place the moment Trump got in, because I remember way back in, I remember where I lived up in the mountains, way, way up in the mountains in Oregon, and so grateful that I found this video. I remember watching it on I had an iPad mini at the time, and it came from, I don't know if it was Denmark. It was from Denmark, I remember. And they had everything on Trump. Like, they knew. I remember the dude, Felix Sater, was involved. They knew that Trump was a criminal way back then. So I'm wondering if there are things that will come out later on, and if maybe there was some protection put in place, especially once he got in. Because this video was coming out just, I think it was early 2016. Yeah, it had to have been, because I remember when I moved up there. Okay, so anyway. What is our future relationship with foreign countries, especially with our allies? Right there. Okay. What is our future relationship with our allies? I heard the words in repair. Oh, jeez. Look at this. Okay. All right, let me get the cards framed up here first, and then I'll dive in. That's my Putin card, that little one. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'd have to come over. 7, 8, 9. Okay, now it'll go faster. Yeah, there's our, oof, man, our position. I mean, we have had to go through some humiliation, right? Ooh, that's interesting there. And rightfully so. You know, you can't go through 4 years with a autocratic dictator that's or wannabe dictator that's totally hooked up to Putin's little puppet right there, and not pay the price. It's like it's like maybe a mom that had an abusive husband and got rid of him, but then let him back in, like that kind of a thing. Yeah, damn it. Oh, I don't like these cards. Oh, okay. Oh, I like this one. I like the doggy up here. But let me start out with the opening. This is our card for spying. The fox has to do with spies, has to do with feeling backstabbed, has to do with a hidden agenda. This has to do with Trump. Oh, here's his card down here. And also this is the illness, caretaking card. Yeah, man. Okay, so spies, counterintelligence, the structure of the organizations would be the Tower card in this deck. Do we have the House card anywhere? No, so we don't have a card for our homeland. This would be all the inner. Okay, this would be our 5 eyes, 9 eyes, 14 eyes. Just let's use that. There's a big obstacle, and I know I'm kind of should be up here, but let's just stick with it. Counterintelligence organizations have definitely ended their relationship with Putin. Okay, so there's so Putin came through. That's so interesting. And this right here in this column is also Trump, right? Okay, and then with the 4 corners, the child card is either something new or something small. Oh, there's a new beginning that needs to happen because there were innocent people. Oh, this sucks, man. There were innocent people working within all the organizations that died. Innocent counterintelligence people who were doing their best they got trapped. They got trapped, and they might not have been able to get out. That people died. People died. So right here is the answer to my question, wondering like how much damage was done. But Putin was in on it. This is so. I wouldn't be surprised. This is also my little, for entertainment only here, but this is my assassin card in the Lenormand. So I wouldn't be surprised if, this connection here could prove to be very costly to Putin. Over here, we have analysis. The tree would be the health of the organizations altogether, but it's also our card for, bringing all the information together. It's our card of investing, whether they decide to continue to invest in our relationship. It's, like I said, karma. It's the roots. It's the systems, all the systems together of of gathering intelligence and disseminating intelligence. Now, with the sun here, eventually we'll have success. But for right now, the system is broken. It is shattered. Trump has shattered the system, and well, and I know Bill Barr's all over the news, and they are really there are several people out there really bashing Trump. Well, a few, several's probably an exaggeration, but Bill Barr is one of these people that allowed all of this to happen. So he is directly responsible. And the light will be shining on that. So here we have this would be our card for the five eyes and the system of the five eyes. Also, bringing home the government institutions. Our tower card in the Lenormand has to do with the boundaries that we hold, and we are now isolated. We are now blocked. America, USA, we are isolated and blocked until we get our shit together. What's his face? Tejera didn't do us any service. What's his name? Jack? Was it Jack or John? Whatever. Tejera is his name. That doesn't help. So yeah. So that's what's framing in the whole reading. We're needing to nurture. We're needing to bring some warmth back into the relationship, because for the time being there's this betrayal. This whole bottom line here looks to me like it's all about Trump. I mean, we've got quite a story going on here. Even if I mirror these together, there'll be some new success and a new start, eventually, or that's what we're in that process of trying to repair the relationship and or relationships and make a new start. But our reputation and honor is shattered because of Trump and his, we could put the Saudis in there. This is Trump and his predatory nature and his commitment only to Putin up here and the Saudis. Well, anybody that he could sell the documents to, and he already did, and it happened a long time ago, and that's... Mar-a-Lago is never a safe place for documents, ever. It's not guarded. So here we have our card that has to do with danger. This is Trump, the bloviating bag of hot air that's also the predator that was very dangerous. And right in the center here with this, this card that has to do with shock and something happening suddenly. Some abrupt... Yeah, well, here we have the stealing. So, in the future, we are toxic, and we need to earn back the trust. Can you imagine the burden that's on Biden? Can you imagine? Wow. Because he knows what's, he's been getting the briefs all the time. I mean, it's beyond me. Okay, I'm going to stick with this right here for a bit. So sudden, shocking little nitpicking, niggling, but details about Putin and Trump and their betrayal upon the United States and all the other countries. The only good thing I can see with this spread is that all the other countries, except for maybe China, maybe Xi Jinping, and maybe little Rocket Man over there, Uh, of course, they're in bed with Putin, but all the other countries, we have all those allies. Now, what I like up here is that we have an abundance of protection and an abundance of support and help. We have this big connection with the stars card. This is an excellent card. These three cards up at the top are really, really good. All of this weighing down on Trump is awful. Putin is, I mean, is he even still alive? I mean, well, that's the thing is when he goes, we're not going to know. You know, what's his name? Prigozhin, the warlord over there, with the Wagner group. I think it's spelled Wagner, but it's probably pronounced Wagner. Anyway, he's in charge, you know, his military, and this would relate to him, that his battle and his military fighting, that's all going to be blocked by all the other countries, and maybe in a very surprising way, in a with the bouquet card here. Interesting. Yeah, it's because it's going to be gifts. So gifts, the ending. Well, yeah. With this line here, it's pretty much that the gifts that we had of allies, the abundance of allies here that we had, it's dead and done. It's painful. There's a painful loss, and we may have to. Well, we are definitely having to do repair work. And this is hanging over Trump, right? Because remember, Trump card, Putin card. Putin's hanging over him. He's probably no use anymore. The useful idiot. No more useful. No longer useful. And then this could be literally Trump's death. And also, I would say he's in danger. So here's the other awful thing. Us taxpayers now have to protect this fat orange ass from being assassinated, right? We are under the burden. Us as taxpayers are under the burden to protect this, you know what? And can you tell I'm pissed? But it doesn't look good. We've got the coffin hanging over him, and it nights to this something, you know, sudden. Yeah, but I've always seen his health as being very, very bad. And then also with this like sickbed card here, if I take Trump out of the equation and just look at the USA, it is that, you know, we are having to do that repair work. Healing needs to happen. The bouquet is a card for healing and recovery. And, you know, bringing in harmony. But it's a battle. It's a real battle. And the only good thing about it is that the stars right here, that brings in all of our connections, you know, and the intention that we have to minimize the problems, right? We do have protection. This is our domestic protection here. So this would be CIA, NSA. I don't know how much. I mean, the more and more I read on the FBI and what they did, how they sat on everything for a whole year after the insurrection. Yeah, it's like those guys, man. But NSA, CIA, and their network is keeping an eye on the USA because this is domestically. And there's care so that there's no more betrayal. But things are shattered, things are broken. The relationship is, major problems, and the damage has been done. And I would say both Trump and Putin are in danger of assassination. And I would also venture to guess, not guess, I'm reading the cards here. I venture to predict that it'll be shocking. That's, it'll be shocking. I mean, there's these codes of ethics that are in place around intelligence. It's been shattered, it's been broken. There's been stealing, theft, loss. I'm surprised I don't have the letter card coming through here to show the documents, but we know what we know what I'm reading on. So, but what I don't have here is like the book showing things are hidden and unknown. I don't have the clouds, anything like that. I don't see a big burden coming down here except for on Trump. This whole bottom line here has to do with Trump. And hopefully things can be repaired in a way that they're stronger than ever before. But that's going to be a battle. Yeah. You know what I think I'll do? Because I feel pretty clear here. I think I'll use the tarot, but I'm going to use the other goofy deck that some people don't like and some people really like. And sorry, but I just got guidance to use that deck. If you don't like it, you can turn this off. But it is the Visions of Life Tarot. Let's see. I want to see in the future, how will our relationships proceed with 5 eyes, 9 eyes, 14 eyes, all of our foreign intelligence connections. How are things going to go with our allies? Okay. I'm flashing on that mountain card that was over here too, and that's also a card for hidden enemies. So, and it all connected to Putin and Trump. So they're not hidden anymore. With the sun over here in that right-hand corner, everything's up and out. Truth always comes out. And the darkness, it's nothing new. It was always there. Okay, right there. Okay, so Knight of Wands. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? Forces in motion. Greatest challenges. Let's just go this way. Let's just tell a story. As far as our relationship with our allies. Okay. All right, so right here with the Knight of Wands, we're looking enthusiastically to repair the situation. There's life force in it. We want to, we're trying to bring together new ideas with them. Our challenge is that they're not in denial. Everything's out there, and there's this battle kind of going on between like good and evil there, and things are very uncertain. But the blindfold is off, and things are seen. Yeah. Shit got real, man. Somebody got in and looked in the drawers, and yeah, well, we know. Okay, so in the future, or just the way the process is going to go, they're going to figure out with the Page of Wands. They're going to figure out who had their who put the energy out there to they're gonna nail specific people. Specific people are going to be nailed. Wow. Because, when you put a question out there, it can be a fake question in order to bait, right? There's like baiting that happened, I think, and will continue to happen to bring people out. And they will have a huge harvest of, maybe there's 7 people. Maybe there are seven people that are going to be found guilty. But the processes were very ambitious. We're going to work hard on it. But, we are in that gilded cage. It's open. We're still open. 3 of Swords, it's like, yeah, there's that betrayal. And we are going to be paying for it financially. But with the Queen of Cups, well, forget the sensuality on there. This is in the traditional Rider-Waite. This is my card for honoring all that is sacred. So let me get a little bit more here. Yeah, if secrets aren't safe between nations or people, count intelligence and counterintelligence, if they're not safe, then what's the point? Yeah, 10 of Wands, there's burden, there's stress, there's going to be a lot of reflection on it. We have the Star card, so there's some hope coming through there, but we don't have faith yet. Page of Pentacles, we're going to need to educate ourselves as to, the clock's ticking, right? Educate ourselves. It's going to take some time is what I'm getting there. But with the Ace of Wands, it's pretty good. To have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, a lot of pages, notice. It's going to take quite some time, but there's the wanting, the let's go for it, the putting it out there. And then if I keep going, the authority as to who spends money and people die and they don't care, that type of thing. Well, if people are doing that, other countries are doing, if Putin's doing that, if the Saudis are doing that, this is where they end up later on. And then, maybe they'll have some judgment to, like, who's going to listen to them anymore, right? Because they're not peaceful. Saudis aren't peaceful. And then getting the rug pulled out from under them. Oh, and if I kept going, indifference, 8 of Cups, yeah. That's the thing. If nations don't take self-responsibility for doing the right thing, and if all they're wanting is money, then their destiny is there's that karmic thing going on, right? It's just a matter of time. So, okay, I think I'm just going to get this uploaded. I'm kind of wishing I used the regular tarot at this point, but it's too late. I can always read on it if you guys have more questions. Okay, bye.